At this time, I am going to share the broadcast. I ask that you would share the broadcast as well with your Facebook friends on your timeline. And we are going to get started. Today, our topic is about self-assessment and job search. We're going to be talking about self-assessment and job search today. So let me see how to share it. I hope you're doing well. You're having a fabulous Friday. No, it's Friday the 13th, but that's okay. This is still the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. It's still a blessed Friday. For lunch, I'm having today some baked chicken, some Cajun rice, and sweet peas. So that's what I'm having for lunch today. So I hope you can join us with your lunch as well. Okay, so we're going to get started. Again, our topic today is self-assessment and job search. And I'm going to start off with our foundational scripture. Our foundational scripture comes from Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. And it says, and write the vision. And the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. So this is our foundational scripture, write the vision and make it plain. When we are talking about careers, the type of work that we do, whether we are searching for a career, whether we are already in our career, we've been in our career, whatever your situation is, you want to always make sure that you are writing the vision. Write the vision and make it plain. You want to have your vision written down on paper. You don't want to just have it at the top of your head. This is something that you want to do. And going into our topic today, self-assessment, that is a good part of career guidance. When we are writing, when we are doing these self-assessment, we are evaluating our skills. We are evaluating our interests. We are evaluating our values, what's important to us. So when we are writing the vision, we want to make sure that we have a clear idea of what it is that we are going into. We want to have a clear idea of what it is that we want to do. We want to make sure that our vision is clear. And once we are clear about that vision, we write that vision down and we use that as a reminder for what it is that we are trying to accomplish, what we're trying to achieve. So we want to always write the vision, whatever it is that you receive, whether you receive your information from God, wherever you receive your information, when you get that vision, when it's given to you, you want to make sure you put it down on paper. So we're going to get into our topic today, self-assessment and job search. I'm not going to be eating that much while I'm doing this video. Even though this love lunch and learn, we're eating our lunch, but it's not really easy for me to try to eat while I am recording a video. So with self-assessment, it is a critical first step to discovering the right career for you. When we spend time in self-assessment, it helps us to evaluate what our skills are, what our interests are, what our values are. It helps us to explore career options, decision making, and even when we have career shifts. You may have been in a career for many years now, but you are thinking about transitioning into another career, into a new career. So with these self-assessments, which is a tool, it's not the only tool that you can use to help navigate your job search process, but it is a very good tool that helps you to self-assess yourself, because oftentimes we find ourselves in positions and jobs and careers where we really haven't done any self-assessment. And then after we've worked these jobs for so many years, we realize that this is not what we really want to do. We just been doing it to get by. We've been doing it because it's a paycheck. But we really have not taken the time to do some self-evaluation, to do some self-assessing, to really figure out what it is that I'm interested in. What are my skills? What can I offer? What type of value can I offer to the work that I do based on my skills, based on what I'm interested in? So that's what the self-assessments do. It helps us to evaluate ourselves as it relates to our skills, our personality, all those things. So we're going to first look at skills. Our skills, which we develop through learning and training, describe what we are good at. So your skills is just what you have. It shows what it is that you're good at, what you can do very well. Those skills, you acquire skills through training. You can acquire skills through experience, through education. So that's how you acquire skills. We have what you call hard skills and soft skills. Your hard skills are those skills that you learn through training, through education. Say you are a computer programmer. Some skills that you have for computer programming would be how to do computer software, how to do coding, how to use a computer. Those are some hard skills that's needed to be a computer programmer. Versus soft skills. Soft skills are a little different. Soft skills are skills that all employers look for. Those are those top skills that employers want. And soft skills are considered transferable skills, so you can transfer those skills from one job to another. So even though you may be a computer programmer or you may be a teacher, those skills that you need to teach and to be a computer programmer, those soft skills, you can use those skills from job to job. Whereas with the hard skills for teaching, you need to know how to be an educator. There are certain skills you need to know how to be a teacher, how to effectively transfer information. So with soft skills, we're looking at communicating, verbal and written communication. You need to know how to verbally communicate. You need to know how to write. Some other soft skills include teamwork, being able to work in a team. Those are some soft skills. Other soft skills include that a lot of employers look for. These are some common soft skills: problem solving, how to solve a problem; critical thinking, how to critically think. Can you think for yourself, or are you always looking for someone else to think for you or to help you? So those are some soft skills that are very important. It's going to help you in your career because those are transferable skills that you can take from job to job. But whereas hard skills, those are skills that you acquire through training, through education. So another factor when we're dealing with self-assessments is your interests. What are you interested in? Because just because you have certain skills, that don't mean that you are necessarily interested in these skills. In the work that you're doing. So you may have certain skills for a job, but you may not be interested in that job. I use, for example, I don't really like numbers. I don't like working with money, accounting stuff. I don't like that, but I do have the skills to do that work. I do my own financial budgeting. I use Excel spreadsheet. I record my expenses. I record my income, everything coming in, everything going out. I do all that myself. I do my own financial records. Although I don't like accounting, I don't like working with numbers like that because I just don't. That's not something I'm interested in. I won't be interested in doing it as a career. But I do it for myself because I just don't trust people like that with my money. Now, I can get an accountant, someone to manage my finances, but I have the skills to do it myself. I know how to budget my finances. I know how to record my expenses. I know how to record everything that's coming in. This is a skill that I know how to do, although I'm not interested in. So even though you might have certain skills, you may not be interested in, like taxes. I do my own taxes every year. That's not something I want to do as a career. I don't want to be a tax preparer. I mean, I prepare my taxes. I prepare taxes for my family members, but that's not something that I'm interested in doing, even though I have those skills to prepare taxes. So when we talk about skills and when we talk about interests, you may have the skills to do the work, but you may not be interested in that work. So with interest, you may be successful in a certain career, but does that career interest you? Are you interested in that work, although you have those skills? So that's the difference when having skills and versus your interests. Now, when we talk about our talents are our natural aptitude, is what we are just naturally good at. I'm trying to see, I don't think I shared this out on my page. Let me try to share this broadcast. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can. Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. So our talents are what we're naturally good at. So some people say we're born talented. We're born with certain talents. We're born with certain gifts, but you can learn talents. But you're just naturally good at certain things that other people are not naturally good at. So your talents is what you can naturally sing. So you sing good. You're a singer. You can naturally write. You can write. Your writing just flows like it's nothing. You can just, start writing. So your talents is what you're naturally good at. Speaking, verbal communication and written communication. For some people, it just flows naturally. You can just speak. It just comes out and you're just good at it. So that is your talents. And all this you discover when you do self-assessments. Self-assessment is a tool to help you evaluate your talents, help you evaluate your skills, help you evaluate your personality, help you evaluate your interests. So you may have never done a self-assessment before. You may have never really took the time, because it's work to try to really work on yourself, to do that self-assessing, to do that self-evaluating. So you may have never really did a self-assessment, but it is a great tool to help you to figure out where you're going as far as your career path, what it is that you want to do. Because again, you may have worked in a job for many, many years, and then you realize you don't even like the work that you do. You're miserable. You are not satisfied in your job, and it's because you haven't really ever taken the time to do a self-assessment. Something to drink here. So again, we are talking about self-assessment and job search. Okay, so another factor when we are talking about self-assessments is your values. Your values is what you believe in. What is most important to you in working in a job that honors your values is very important. For me, that's very important. Now, I've done jobs, just to do jobs in the past because I needed a paycheck. I needed some money. But we really, when we choosing a career, we want to be doing work that aligns with our values. What's important to us? So self-assessment will help you to discover what it is that's important to you, what your values are. I have a career assessment guide that I created. So let me read off some of the values on it, so you have an idea of what some of your values are. So your values is what's most important to you. You don't want to just be doing a job that does not align with your values, with who you are as a person. So some values include, is money important to you? So is working a job where money, significant financial benefit, making a lot of money is important to you? You're going to want to work a job where you make a lot of money. And sometimes people will compromise their values just because they want to make a lot of money. But if money is not the most important thing to you, then you're not going to compromise your values and work a job that really doesn't align with who you are. You're really not interested in it. You're just doing it because it's an opportunity to make some money, a lot of money. So, but if money is important to you, if you value money like that, then working in a job making a lot of money is nothing to you. You're going to do it and you're not going to think twice about it. Another value can be helping society. If you're a person that likes to help people, like me, I love to help people. So the type of work I do, I get a great deal of satisfaction doing work that's helping people, helping society, work that is for the greater good for society. So if you're the type of person that like helping people, benefiting society as a whole, working for the greater good, then getting a job, say working in nonprofit, like I do. I work in nonprofit. So nonprofit is an industry where you work to help people. You work to help society. You help to make society a better place, better people. You help people. That's what you do when you like to help people. So when you're choosing a career, you want to make sure that it lines up with your values. Let me use one more value, for example. A physical challenge. Some people like to be challenged. So if you like to be challenged, you like to which requires strength. It requires speed to be challenged. So if you're the type of person that likes to be challenged, a physical challenge for you, you would like that work to where it always gives you a challenge. It's not boring per se. You're not doing the same thing over and over again. You get a challenge every day you go to work. So if that's what you like, that's something you value, a challenge, then working in a career that challenges you every day, that is something that you should consider going into if you like a challenge. So now another factor when we talk about self-assessment is work-life factors. And our work-life balance is so important to us for our well-being, mental health, and our performance at work. Before you set out to find your ideal career, it's important to consider how a career will impact your work-life balance. So you don't want to go into a career where your work, everything revolves around your work and you have no personal life. Now, some people, that's good for some people. Some people that don't have children, don't have a family, their life revolves around work, which that's not really healthy. That's not something that I, recommend. But for some people, there is no work-life balance. It's just everything revolves around work. But when you do a self-assessment, the assessment will help you to figure out, how to align your work in your personal life where you're balancing it out, where you're not just working all the time and there is no balance there for your personal life. You want to make sure that you have the balance. And a lot of times people say, well, it's hard to balance work and life when you just have so much going on. It's just a lot. But I don't like to look at it as work-life balance. Because if what's priority to you, that's what's going to come first. If your family is priority to you over your work, then your family is going to come first. But if work and money, making money is priority to you over your family, then that's what's going to come first. So I don't like to look at it as work-life balance. Just prioritize what's important to you, and you prioritize it in that order. So if your family is most important, then your work life is not going to supersede your family life, your personal life. So, but that self-assessment will help you to evaluate that and make sure you are on the right track with, balancing that work-life factor. And the final factor is your personality. Our personalities defines us, who we are. They decide what we like to work, what type of work we like to do, and what we dislike. That's our personality. That's who we are. That's how we are wired. That's our personality. Our personality determines how we perceive certain environments, who we like to interact with, who we don't like to interact with. So when it comes to your personality, the self-assessment helps you to evaluate your personality as well. So those are the factors, the 5 factors when we are considering job search, self-assessment and job search. I have my career assessment guide here that I just finished actually working on. And I also wanted to share, just for an example, because there are many career assessment tools that's online that you can take to do your assessment, but I use Career Fitter, careerfitter.com. It helps to give you, trying to, okay, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, so the careerfitter.com, you can do a free assessment. There's a free version, and there is hope my internet saying weak connection is unstable. Okay, I hope it doesn't. So careerfitter.com, it has a free version and a paid version, but the free version is very good. It helps you, it gives you career, helps you consider your potential careers. After you do that assessment, it helps with personality, your core strengths, your leadership and management style. It helps you evaluate a lot of those factors. It's careerfitter.com. Again, there is a free version and there's a paid version, but with the free version, it helps to, it gives a lot of information as well. But it's, if you do the paid version, then it'll provide a little more information. But I want to share with you one of the careers that was recommended to me based on my self-assessment that I did on Career Fitter. Now it gave me a lot of different jobs. I'm just going to share one that was a potential field that I can work in, a potential job. So this is for a post-secondary teacher. So based on the information I put in, my skills, based on what I'm interested in, based on my values, this is one of the jobs that came up for me, which was a post-secondary teacher. So it will give you the salary range for that job. It will give you, it'll give you all type of information about that job and the industry in that job. It'll give you the job description, what types of qualities that are, what type of qualities for that job, what type of work schedule you will be working, work experience related to that occupation. So it generates jobs based on the information that you put in. So it's good to do self-assessment. Let me just give you some information, share with you based on the post-secondary teacher job. So it says the salary range is $60,000 to $79,000, $79,999, almost $80,000 a year. So based on my assessment, this was one of the jobs that was recommended to me, post-secondary teacher. So the salary range is $60,000 to $80,000. So if you have a job working as a post-secondary teacher, according to this assessment, you should be making between $60,000 and $80,000. So that just to go with any job, whatever job recommendations come up based on your self-assessment, it will help you to have an idea of what type of money you should be making in that industry, in that job. So, well, education, it has none on here, but you do have to have education for it. So, okay, no, it says, okay, I see on here it says none over here. So it says a bachelor's or a master's in education would be the type. So based on your self-assessment, if you put in that you have, say, a bachelor's in whatever type of education, or a master's in education, or a post-secondary degree in education, a post-secondary teacher is one of the job positions that will come up. The growth much faster than average. So this is a growing field. This is an industry that is growing for post-secondary teachers. So some of the duties, I'm just going to read some of the duties, and then I'm going to wrap that up. Some of the duties and some of the important qualities for this position. So some of the duties include teach courses in the subject area, work with students who are taking classes to improve their knowledge or career skills, plan lessons and assignments. So that's some of the duties that come along with post-secondary teaching. And I'm going to read some of the okay, so yeah, the education, it has 4-year college and universities typically need a doctoral degree in their field. Some schools, okay, they're just talking about education here. It don't necessarily say this is the education required for this. Okay, education requirements vary with the subject taught and the type of educational institution. Typically, post-secondary teachers must have a PhD or a master's degree. However, a bachelor's may be enough for some post-secondary teachers at community colleges. Other post-secondary teachers may need work experience in their field or expertise. Okay, some important qualities with the post-secondary teacher is critical thinking skills. And again, I said that was one of the top skills that employers look for. Interpersonal skills, resourcefulness, speaking skills, writing skills. So these are some of the important skills that's required for the post-secondary teacher job. So yeah, we are at almost 30 minutes. Our lunch and learn sessions are typically scheduled to go about 15 to 20 minutes, but today we talked about self-assessment and job search. So we almost at our time, a little over our time. So again, you can go to careerfitter.com and do a self-assessment. There is a free version. Again, there are different self-assessments online that you can use to do a self-assessment. I have videos, a couple of videos on my YouTube page, Source Solutions Career Coaching. I have a YouTube page. I think I have 2 videos on self-assessments. You can go there and find out some information about self-assessments as well. So yeah, I think that is it. But yeah, take a self-assessment because it's really going to help you to discover and evaluate what your skills are, what your interests are, what your values are, what your personality type is. And it's going to help you to figure out what type of career you should go in. And even if you've been in a career for many years now, you may be thinking about making a career transition to do something different. So that skills assessment is really going to help you. So if you, again, I am Career Clarity Coach Cynthia, and if you need some individual one-on-one career coaching, I can help you with that as well. I can help you with your self-assessments, help you, to navigate that process of doing that self-assessment, because sometimes it could be a little challenging just trying to navigate that process doing that self-assessment. So if you need some guidance with that, I can help you with that with some one-on-one coaching. So you can go to my website, and that is allthingscynthiayoung.com/coaching, allthingscynthiayoung.com/coaching. And if you are on my Source Solutions Career Coaching Facebook page, I post information regular about career guidance and different topics that we're going to be discussing in these Love, Lunch, and Learn sessions. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that this has been a benefit to you in some way, that it can help you really doing these self-assessments, because for a long time I had not done a self-assessment on myself. A lot of times we're just in these jobs and just working. We don't even really know what's important to us. We're just doing the work because we need money, we need a paycheck, we need to pay the bills. But we really need to know what's important to us so that we can do the work that aligns with who we are and our values. So yeah, I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you next time in our next Love, Lunch, and Learn session. Bye bye.